Hey everybody, I wanted to record a short, sweet video, kind of a one take on my car, mainly for documentation purposes so I can look back at it. But this is a 2000 Chevy Camaro Z28. It's not super modified. It's got a couple things on it that I've done. This is about the extent of what it's going to look like. I just wanted to talk about the things I've done to it and the things I plan to do to it and kind of show you around. Might not look like it, but this car has 181,000 miles on it, so it's seen some road in its day. I'm the second owner. I bought it from the first owner. He bought it brand new in 2000 as a 2000 model. And then he pretty much drove it until 2008 or 9, and it was parked until I bought it. So it's done a whole lot of sitting as well, and I'll get into some of the things I've had to do because it's been sitting so long. But let's take a look on the inside. It's got the 2000, starting in 2000, ebony leather interior. It's kind of more dark compared to the bluish gray graphite interior commonly seen in the 99 to 02 GMT 800 pickups. Got the factory optional Hurst shifter. A lot of people say it's trash, but I personally think it feels pretty good. The seats are in okay shape. Passenger side is. Let's walk around on the driver's side. Driver's side's got a little bit of bolster wear. Normally they're completely trashed on the bottom. This one's in alright shape. Steering wheel's okay. Dash only has one little bitty crack on it. Pretty impressive for sitting outside for so long. It's got a period correct Sirius XM head unit in it that was manufactured 2001 or 2, I believe. I don't really care for it. I like to get a new console and delete that and get my cubby and 12 volt back. Center console armrest is in okay shape. Normally they aren't there. And of course, nobody sat in the back of these, so the back seat is very mint as well. Let's pop the hood, show you what she's got under the hood. Of course, everybody knows these cars came with the LS1 starting in 1998, rated at about 305 horsepower, which was a lie. They put that to the wheels, is what I've seen on dynos. This car's not been dynoed, but it does have some goodies. If you've got a keen eye, you can see some things that aren't stock. Obviously, the strut tower brace, and my quick bleeder line, and my black wing intake. I'll get on that later. This car has mid-length headers, some no names, probably installed when the car was new. Sounds good. It's got an off-road Y pipe and a MagnaFlow catback exhaust. Still got all the emission stuff on it. Pretty unmolested for a car that's seen so many miles. If you all have a T56 car, I highly recommend a speed bleeder. Made it a breeze. Speaking of the speed bleeder, this car has an LS7 clutch. Very worthy upgrade. About a 500 horsepower clutch, so it'll hold plenty of power for heads cam intake. Back to the black wing lid. This was available starting in 2002, I believe. It might have been an option in 2001. It was basically the black SLP lid that everybody knows and loves, but it became a factory option. Very sought after option. I happened to pick mine up for a very, very good deal. I need to find a sticker for it, then it'll kind of be the cherry on top. Another mod I'd like to do is the LS6 intake manifold. That's kind of a tried and true option. Everybody throws that in this car. Adds about 15 horsepower, I believe. That was standard starting in 2001. Another LS6 intake mod I'd like to do is the valley cover, which adds a new design PCV system which gets rid of the terrible oil consumption problem. And if you pair it with a oil air separator, even less oil. Got on this car some replica ZR1 style wheels from OE Wheels. They're 17 by 9s, wrapped in a Toyo Extenza High Performance 2 fantastic tire. Amazing tire in the wet, in the cold. It's about 50 degrees out today, so not too bad. I'm missing some of these caps. My stock wheels, I had 16-inch 5 spokes, and I modified the stock caps, and they don't like to stay on very well. I like to get rid of the trim. The trim's okay. It's kind of redundant though. There's already a body line there. And I can see the Achilles heel of this car is the paint. Paint is very rough due to it sitting outside for so long. This was not like it when I bought the car. So I've had it for about 2 years, and that has all started since I've bought it. Every single bit, which is a shame, but nothing I can do about it. Paint will happen soon. Not really in the budget though. Here's the quad tips on the MagnaFlow exhaust. You can see that one's super black from the oil consumption problem. Sounds great though, nice and mellow with my mid-length headers. Another people with keen eye would see the LT1 style lights. I think it's the best light they made on these cars. I've ran every version of the OEM lights, candy corns, and then obviously the 97-02 lights came standard on this car. Last notable option, I guess, is the 12-disc changer, which I hate. It sucks. I tried to use it and it's just not good. That's about it. Nothing too special. Don't have a whole lot planned for it. I think after I get my LS6 intake manifold and I refresh the fuel injectors and I add my oil air separator, that's about it for this car for now. Of course, everybody says otherwise though. I did forget to mention I got the Whistler headlights. I think everybody has these on these cars now. I'd like to find some factory ones because these ones have terrible fitment, and the clear coat on them is also peeling off. Then finally, I forgot it. I'd like to get the SLP grill from an 01-02 Rally Sport. The Rally Sport was a V6 with a grill, wheels, and a stock V8 catback. SLP had a lot of catbacks left over from putting the SLP dual muffler on their Super Sport, so they had a bunch of standard V8 exhausts laying around. So they said, why don't we just throw them on V6s and call it a Rally Sport? But that's about it. I might have some other videos on this soon. I have no idea what it'll be about. Maybe the LS6 intake stuff or dyno, I don't know. Not really sure. I almost forgot. The car's been lowered. All fresh rubber bushings. It rides great. Rides way better than it did stock. I've got Coney orange shocks on it as well. Now that is it. That's all the mods that's been done. Other than that, it is an untouched LS1 F-body car, T56 car. Kind of hard to find. A lot of people just throw drag packs, fat cams in them, and just kind of let them rip. But I don't think that'll be the plan for this one. Well, hope you all enjoyed my video. Might have some coming soon. And yeah, don't forget to hang around.